Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. I'm all out of breath because I went up the stairs. All right, so welcome to my channel. Right now we're going to be doing a spiritual tea party. If you've never been a part of that, this is where I do personal readings, condensed personal readings. I also do energy work. Where did I leave my phone? I left my phone downstairs. Hot diggity dang. Well, let's see. Let's just look what I have. Today, I have bioscans, clairvoyant readings. I have the Ruby Sun DNA activation, really seriously potent DNA activation. I have soul purpose activation, Orphan Emerald Sun activation. This one is also very, very potent. I have etheric wing workup, ancestral wound clearing, Christiatic combo. That's also really potent work. The Blu-ray Faraday. I've offered the Blu-ray Faraday before, and this version of the Blu-ray Faraday helps to address electrosmog. So if you're sensitive to EMF pollution, it addresses electrosmog on a spiritual and energetic level, okay? Excuse me. I also have past life trauma clearing, Phoenix Fire Shield, Melchizedek Supercharge, and I have several types of crystal code. With a crystal code, you have to have a crystal that you own, and I can program it without having ever seen it. There's several different types of programs that you guys can choose from. So if you're interested in any of this, oh, I love you. I was in a completely different window. I didn't realize Mr. Faraday was paying me a compliment. So if you want to know more about any of these, just go to that link that I commented. Oh, here, you know what I can do? I can't believe, I don't know where the hell I put my phone. It's not, it's not in my bra. My bra. Hold on, guys. I have to get out the iPad, which I don't even know if it's charged. We're going to play number wars, but hold on. Hold on. Let me get out my stuff. Hold on, guys. Da, da, da. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you. Mr. Frey, you never have the Apple Pencil charged. I might one day actually, I might actually strangle you one day. One day. All right, guys. Pick a number from 1 to 100. I'm gonna write a number down. Oh, where am I gonna get this? Okay. No, I can't do this. Okay. Oh, darn it. All right. I have a number. I've written it down. So pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches what I have written will win a Claire Tarot reading from me. All right. Just breathe, girl. It's okay. It's okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tails on bobtail rings, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. It's snowing outside. Don't judge. God, the numbers are so fast. They're so fast. That wasn't it. Oh, my eyes hurt. Oh, I see it. I see it. I saw it. Sunflower Star, you won at 20. All right. All right. Sunflower star. Let's get you some cards. You're the whisper of a summer breeze. You're the kiss that puts my soul at ease. Oh, girlfriend. You are having a lot of conflicting feelings within yourself. It's causing you to swing on the chandelier, on the chandeliers. Okay, so you're going through all these different phases. You're having a lot of internal conflict. It doesn't have to be anything like ridiculously major, but there is a lot of conflicting feelings within your chest. You have to allow yourself to return to a state of peace, okay? You definitely, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that are not in alignment with what you're needing. Potential. It's like you're holding on to something because you see their potential. You see that they are a good person inside, but they're not necessarily acting like a good person at this point. You have to stop. You have to stop allowing yourself to be sucked into things based on potentiality. Okay. And then perspective. Perspective. You're going through a rebirthing process. That whatever's going on, I don't know if it's with someone else or if it's just inside yourself, like what you're thinking about things. It's definitely, it's a two-part, two-process ascension cycle. Those have a tendency to be much more intense. Okay. I'm wondering if two people are being used to trigger frequency accretion. Are you fighting with two people? Wait, who am I reading for? Is it Sunflower Star? Oh, is it between two people? Wait, what? I have such a delay on my end. So there's two, because it's either a two-part ascension process or there's two people involved. Those two people could be like maybe arguing with each other and it's pulling you into it, hence the two-part. Like one person will argue with you for one thing and then the other person, but they're really arguing with each other. But it's definitely a rebirthing. Ooh, okay, girlfriend. Longtime best friend and longtime crush. Oh, are they fighting? Are they fighting over you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So one is attached to your head. They do a lot of stuff that affects your thought process. The other one, this might be your longtime crush. This might be your longtime best friend. It's almost like they're feeding from your bosom, from your bosom, from your boob. So with that, it's almost like they're forcing you to take on the role of their mother, you know? Wait. You are dealing with a third-party relationship with your best friend and her. Huh? I want to say that I'm misunderstanding because I'm reading that and I'm thinking that it's an affair. He hates you. I want to say I'm getting that wrong. Okay. So just allow yourself to go through your growing process. Don't allow yourself to get pulled into other people's stuff. I'm not too sure what to make of it. It seems like a sort of subject matter that I would not be good at processing. All right, so you guys, let's go ahead and pull up. So sunflower star, I think what your higher self is trying to tell you is that you have to focus on yourself. Don't allow yourself to get dragged into other people's circumstance, okay? So I'm going to pick another set of numbers. Oh, Lord. Hot diggity dang. There we go. I got a number. Pick a number from 1 to 100. First number that I see that matches the number that I have written will win a clear tarot. So you guys, I made a discovery a few days ago. When I sing really loud and really obnoxious, oh, Rachel Shrimp, no. Rachel Smith Camp. Rachel Smith Camp, you won at 16. Rachel Smith Camp, I'm so sorry. I don't know where shrimp came from. Shrimp used to be my favorite. I can't eat it anymore. So Rachel Smith Camp, congratulations. Let it wash over me, ready to lose my feet. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Day to day, I'm blind to see, find out far. I think because I was thinking of shrimp earlier. I can't even lie. I always think of food nonstop, even when I'm not hungry. And it's not necessarily that I eat all the time. I just think of food all the time. All right. That one flipped over with a passion. It was just like, look at me. All right. Rachel. All right, here we go. Oh, girlfriend. Girl, there's some stuff going on. Hold on. All right. So we got the 5 of Cups. Energy loss. All is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. So I think there's this thing that you've been going through. It's an internal process. It might involve other people, but it's not necessarily about other people. It's about you. And your higher self is giving this message of it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to just let that go and move forward. Okay. Move forward on your path, focus on your growth because you're being primed for High Priestess energy. Highest card in the tarot deck, very powerful, good or bad secrets to be revealed. And I think what's going on is there might be some stuff that, a lot of spilt milk. Are you dealing with a lot of bickering? Are you dealing with 2 opposing sides bickering? We got the Crips and the Bloods. I shouldn't say that. We got the Crips and the Bloods. It's like they were really going at it. I want to say there were 3 people. There were 2 versus 1, and now they all just spent. They're spent. They all got spent. And there you are, like, oh, oh, these silly hoes. I'm joking. I don't know. Maybe they are silly hoes. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, what, Torah? Okay, so yeah, you're going from focus on trying to help like resolve whatever that is to that suddenly just they're done. I don't know if they've stopped arguing, if they've made up, or it's just kind of a quiet period. But walk away from that so you can really enter into the high priestess phase of your journey. Okay, it's like you're really, really being encouraged to move forward from that. Your third card is the Empress in reverse, and this is about lack of interest, lack of concentration. This is a distraction, just like a straight up distraction. If you don't walk away from this, like mentally, emotionally, it's not necessarily that you have to end friendships or whatever it is. Is one of them your cousin? What's that about? I said it's not really necessarily about you ending friendships. And then I heard cousinships. I don't know. This might be like family, not necessarily blood family, but maybe they're that close to you. But don't allow them to distract you, okay? My tongue hurts. I ate too many sour Skittles in the car. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick a number from 1 to 100. Why is it so hard for me to pick a number? Like, what is wrong with you, girlfriend? What is wrong with you? I got a number. Gosh, tootin' darn it. Gosh, tootin' darn it. I said I had a number. All right. You guys have just been picking. I mean, forget Emmie being ready. Okay, here we go. So as I was saying, when I sing really loud, the cat comes running. He comes running to me. And then he like tries and snuggles. I wonder if he thinks that I might be hurt, that maybe I'm injured and he's trying to make sure I'm okay. I don't know. I guess I'll never know. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wrong number. Mom, bad. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong number. Wait, what number? Oh, yeah, no. I know what number I'm looking for. Oh, no. All right. We're just going to calm down. When we see it, we see it. When we see it, we see it. So, yeah, I sing really, really loud. I don't think my eyes were designed for this kind of use. This is like eye abuse. I keep on falling in and out of love. My eyes hurt with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you wait. Ayani Lucky. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. Ayani, you wine at 53. All right. Ayani. Okay, here we go. Congratulations, Ayani Lucky. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. Sometimes I feel used. Loving you, darling. Oh, look. Oh, girlfriend. Makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out. Love with you. Never. Ooh, okay, girl. Are you in a relationship? Are you seeing someone? Maybe interested in someone? This is just okay. So what I'm getting from this is that there might be someone that you're interested in, or maybe you're already in a relationship, but things are just not quite going the way you want or plan. It's like the two of you come from two completely different worlds. I don't know if this is a friend or something romantic, or maybe it's a friend that you were getting kind of romantic with, or it's almost like it's already done because the two other cards, it's like you're needing to contemplate yourself. And here, because you would be the mermaid, you're looking away. Like he was still trying to hold on. He's a bird, flighty ass mofo. And you're from the depths of the ocean, and it was just never quite aligned. Never. Was he talking to someone else? All right, well, wait, hold on. Before I get too ahead of myself, are you even in a relationship? It feels like maybe you were, but now I don't know. There's a little chickadee in the picture. There's a little something, and he's not really looking at you. You're not really. What he think he's fancy with his pinky out like that? He holding you like this with his pinky out. Not fully committed, are we? Nope. Oh, and your hair is moving away from him. So it's like your personal power is directing you somewhere else. Like it's like this sense that your internal voice is like, no, girl, we out. So hold on. Oh, so you are separated. Okay. He was what? What was he? Was he everything that I was saying? Oh, man. So it was a situationship? Wow. Um, so with your other cards, first it started with that, like it's kind of like a breakdown of alignment. And these two other cards, it's like you're needing to just really refamiliarize yourself with your essence, with the beauty of your softness, but you also have thorns. Look at that. You also have those thorns, and those thorns, there's something about you where you're able to basically like protect yourself. You're not really as delicate as they think you are. You have a resiliency about you. And if you look here, the butterfly and the caterpillar, you're being turned into a butterfly. You're already in a phase of metamorphosis, but there's this part of you that still wants to hold on to the older aspects of yourself. You have to let that caterpillar life go. In order for you to become a butterfly, that caterpillar must first be completely dissolved. So it feels like your whole existence, your emotions and all of that are kind of getting all muddled, and you don't really know what's going on with you. You don't really know what's going on with your life. Like, how did I get to this place? What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You're just totally being what do you call it? Almost like torn apart in order to be recalibrated and have your pieces come together in a way that's much more fortified. It's strengthening you, basically. Okay. Well, if you're trying to surrender to that, Sunflower, could you stop? This is for Ayani, please. It's very distracting and it's very inconsiderate. I hate that I have to even say that to you, but let's please let Ayani have her moment and my full focus. Okay. So if you're trying to figure out how to surrender, that's kind of the opposite of just allowing yourself to surrender. You have to go from trying to allowing. Okay. And if you were to ask me how you go about doing that, I don't have an answer for you. It's something that you're going to find the answer to in your own way, on your own terms, on your own time. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. So I think that was 3. Oh, here. Hold on, guys. Let us see. Okay. Nicole Plant. All right. Nicole Plant, are you here? Hey, Claudia. All right, she's here. You're welcome, Ayani. I think I have to stop drinking caffeine. Kind of, sort of, not really. No, I think I really do need to stop drinking caffeine. All right, let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. Nicole, is there anything in particular that you want me to read for, or did you want your higher self to just guide the message? Shoot me down. It's you who asked for the to fall. Your higher self, okay. Not saying much. Oh, I need my phone. Okay. All right. So let's see. So higher self. Ooh, I'm told not this deck. Well, why you let me shuffle it for so long? This deck? Sorry. Excuse me. You have the to fold. Talking loud, not saying much. Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Okay. All right. So card number 42, the masculine. You have to allow yourself to let these more masculine aspects come forward. With the masculine, it's almost like, because masculine energy is solar energy and the sun is very bright, very visible, it can get very hot. I'm feeling like you need to allow yourself to let your more aggressive, more assertive aspects forward. Allowing yourself to really experience all your stages, all your phases, and allowing yourself to acknowledge and celebrate even the little accomplishments. It's not always a huge thing. Well, it doesn't always have to be a huge thing before you can celebrate it. Sometimes you need to just allow yourself to be like, yay, I left work 5 minutes early. Just the little things. I think really what's happened is you haven't been allowing yourself to nourish yourself. So card number 7, nourishment in reverse. So this tells me you've been allowing yourself to get very depleted lately. And if I'm going to be completely honest, the feeling that I get is that you've been allowing yourself to be depleted for quite some time at this point. I know for the past couple weeks, there's been talk of a female at work. What is going on with the male? Is the person above that, what's her name? Amber, Andrea, something like that? Is the person who she answers to a man? Oh, Amanda. It starts with an A. That's the closest I'm gonna get. It started with an A. But does she answer to a male? Is like maybe the general manager a man? Because for some reason I'm being told, okay, so your manager is male. Girl, I really hope I'm just completely misreading all of this for so many weeks now. It's this sense that um, the Amanda person has begun talking to the manager. It's a male. Does the night Phil manager have chocolatey brown hair? My eyes are burning. I'm tired. Michael. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. He was going to say something, and I think it was going to be really mean. And he goes, I'll just stay quiet. Thank you for just staying quiet. So I don't know who this is, but it feels like it's the person she answers to. Oh, is he is he um is he just slightly darker than me, or is he way more tan? Is his coloring just slightly more tan than I am? Much darker, or just a little bit? Like that? No, darker than that, but not gosh, slightly darker than that. Gosh darn it, I don't have a color to show you. But I'm seeing someone who is not too much darker, is darker than me, but not too much darker. Like a cardboard box kind of brown. But I don't know why I was being told to ask you what of the male, and that she had been speaking to a male. So now I'm kind of wondering if she's been talking to your manager. And I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that I'm reading this accurately simply because it's like so nonsensical. You know what I mean? Not that you are nonsensical, but the behaviors, the energy that I keep picking up from this Amanda person is so nonsensical. Um, well, your next card is the fear card in reverse. So card number 11, fear in reverse. You're not afraid. There's really nothing for you to do. Um, did you guys see that? Like, okay, let me just focus. So you're not afraid. I think this is all just basically a process. Your higher self is letting you know that this is a process for you to begin allowing yourself to be more vocal and like, no, I'm not in agreement with that. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't want to. No, you can't make me. Just things like that where um, I think for the most part, you probably have a tendency to be more um, cooperative, just because you don't want to make it difficult for anyone. You just cooperate. It's not too big a deal, but definitely you're going to be needing to speak up a little bit more very soon. Not quite yet, but very soon. Maybe in the next 2 weeks. Um, I'm really wondering, what is this girl's issue? And I don't think you're the only one she's really doing this to, but you're her primary focus. Is from what I'm sensing, you're her primary focus, probably because she thinks she can get away with it and you won't do anything. And this might be why you're needing to, look at his stance. Like, I really don't want to fight, but I will if you make me. I really don't want to, but I can and I will. If you force me, if you leave me no choice, I will. I'll do it. And usually I don't get this message from this image. It's this sense that the Amanda girl and the manager are hand in hand. I don't think they're romantic, but I think they kind of have similar nonsensical energy right now. I don't know what it is. I just know the message has been consistent about this Amanda girl. She is just really, really toxic, and it's really, really infectious type of toxicity. She talks to someone long enough, she gets them to kind of have like a catty way about them, even if that's not really their behavior. You like, so that guy is your current manager? Like it's confusing to me because I don't necessarily get a bad feeling from him, but the way the question was asked, so what of the male? What do you mean? What, like, are we going to dispose of him? It's like, what does that mean? It carries with it like a very yucky feeling. Oh, his name is Michael. What say you, Michael? Again, I don't necessarily feel like he's a bad person. The Amanda person, I will just not say anything because I don't know her. But I don't get a good feeling from her. Like, just as a person, I don't get a good feeling from her at all. I feel like, oh, girl, you silly ass hoe, stay away from me. I'm not playing with you. Okay. So here goes, guys. Here goes. Nicole, I'm going to go ahead and do your other expedites. Let me just. Okay. My nose keeps dripping. Oh, but I don't need that. I just put it right here on the side. All right. Can you guys do me a favor and you can hear this music? No, excuse me. Can you guys hear this? I did shovel snow. Are you home? Can you find my phone? I think I left it downstairs somewhere. Oh, you can? All right. So I'm going to need my phone. I have to use my phone because I can't. This laptop that I enjoy. Oh, you guys can hear my voice, but not the music? Okay. Can you call one of our children to find my phone, please? Sorry, everybody. Okay, so let me just put this back in. I could have sworn I brought the phone up here with me. I don't know where I put it. All right, Nicole. Breathe very deep and very slow. Mm-hmm. 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 Here. I love this song. Okay, breathe, Nicole. And I took it down. Turned around. And I saw. All right. Snow-covered hill. Slide brought you down. Okay. All right. So, how do you feel, Nicole? Yay! Awesome. So, with the amount of blockages that was removed, there was one that was very, very large. This hasn't been brought forward before. I know you've done quite a few clearings in the past, and this one has never been present. It was really, really large. So it was much deeper, and you've been doing um, enough like internal shadow work, inner child work, self-love work that it's rising to the surface. With the size of it, I had to pulverize it. Okay. So with that, you might feel like you did a lot of sit-ups. Your belly might have some soreness, like abdominal soreness, not inside the belly, but the muscles themselves. Okay. So more surface level type of achiness. And that'll probably start in a day or so. All right. So thank you so much, Nicole. All right. Hold on. Da-da-da, da-da-da. You guys, I'm going to be closing the link just because. Um, like the way you like it, no pity, not to bang it up. Lisa Wynn. Lisa Wynn. Okay. I love that. Love that. All right. You're welcome, Nicole. All right, Lisa. Yes, Mac, you have to purchase an expedited request. Let's see. Do you have your crystal with you? Hold on, guys. I need, well, no, it's still here. So let me just calm myself down. Okay. So Lisa, just breathe very deep and very slow. Let me get my phone. Oh, holy shit. Sorry. I have sensory integration problems. And so with that, um, I didn't see my phone was beside me this whole time. So Lisa, breathe very deep and very slow. Activate your A-OK. This is going to be an elevated coding, okay? So just breathe very deep and very slow. Okay. Just getting a song. Hold your crystal in between your palms, okay? You might feel your hands get very warm and swirling all around you. All right. You might start to feel a pulsing in your hands, okay? Just breathe. Breathe very deep and slow, okay? You might feel a little bit of pressure and pulsing in the lower portion of your chest. You might feel emotions rising. You might feel your A-OK spinning. Allow it to go faster and faster, okay? You might get a little bit of dizziness. Just breathe. All right, how do you feel? I'm cold. I'm super cold. Yay! So I did notice that you have quite a few dragons swirling all around you. You have more of them that have come back, and so that's always beautiful. There was some sort of like condensed. It almost looked like a boulder, like a small boulder. It took up almost the whole. Oh, was that your left? My right, your left. The lower portion of your breast, and also down slightly below your rib. And this is some sort of it's almost like when it's almost like when you have a foreign body in your body, it gets calcified, it gets wrapped up with like scar tissue and calcification. And it's almost as though the body is trying to encapsulate it, to keep it separate from the rest of you. And I think that's what it was. There's something that happened in a previous life. I don't believe it's from this life. I feel strongly it's not from this life. I'm seeing all sorts of different, hold on. Let me just ask your higher self to make this very clear. All right. So in this life that I'm being shown, and not all higher selves will show details of previous lives for this type of expedite, but for you, your higher self was showing flashes of it, and it was almost like 5 or 6 different lives being flashed at the same time. And obviously that's going to make me really confused, because it's like, what am I actually seeing? What am I supposed to understand about this? Well, your higher self explained that was all one life. You were able to like jump from place to place. And this might sound a little bit weird or hokey, but it's like you had a pass to travel through stargates. And so that would transport you not just to a different geographic region, but also to a different time. Like you were tapping into different areas of this matrix. And so that life, you did still have quite a few dragons with you, but whatever happened with that, I don't know. What's confusing to me is I can't quite discern if you were jumping through stargates for like soul missions, meaning you were going to specific places to accomplish specific things, um, or if you were trying to evade someone or something. And it makes me a little bit like, whoa, because the feeling that I get, I don't think you were going for like separate missions and like, for work stuff. It feels like you were evading. Um, I'm not allowed to say what you had and the reason you were evading. I'm just allowed to acknowledge that you weren't evading because you did something nefarious. This type of evasion was because um, something not so good was trying to track you. I hope this makes sense. I'm not allowed to say much more. This is very like confidential type stuff. So, and that's why you have a lot of dragons around you. They're always looking out. They're always trying to protect and make sure there's no need to defend, all that good stuff. I don't sense anything right now at the very beginning of your session, of your expedite. Um, I did detect something trying to watch. It was not in your field though. It was like far, far away and it was trying to view, but it couldn't. It was too far because it was trying to not be detected, but I still noticed it. So whatever you're doing, it's keeping whatever or whoever this thing is out. So you're doing good. Okay. You're definitely doing good. And there's a lot of downloads again that are going to be coming. You have a lot of downloads all the time. It's like all the time you're downloading stuff. I don't know if you notice or realize that, but it's a lot of downloads. Probably tonight or tomorrow you'll have an even more elevated download coming through. Okay, so just be ready for that. I don't feel like you're in danger of anything. I definitely feel like you can maintain your own field and your field was completely clear. Okay, so thank you, Lisa. Let's see. Latrice. Ocean Lover. You're welcome. Ocean Lover, are you here? Ocean Lover. I think you had a lag before. Let's see. All right. Ocean Lover, are you? Oh, okay, she's here. All right. So breathe very deep and very slow, okay? No worries. I think you had a delay the last time too. So, all right, just breathe very deep and very slow. Let me just find a song. All right. How do you feel? So I know Ocean Lover has a bit of a delay. Yay! Are you having a hard time breathing? Do you have a little bit of respiratory struggle? Yeah. Aw. I hope it helps to keep your airway like very dilated so that you can breathe easier. All right. Thank you so much, Ocean Lover. So, you might begin to feel a little bit of tingling at the back of your head. That's just energy encoding being integrated. Okay, it's towards where your brain stem and your neck, like the back, right where your skull ends, that area. Okay, it's where the energy and the coding is being integrated. And it would be good if you stay laying for a little bit longer. Okay, if you're laying down, that is. Oh, here we go. Let me just bum, bum, bum. All right, all right. If you're not laying, just stay seated. Okay, Cheryl Walker. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You're welcome, Ocean Lover. So, Cheryl, I'm scanning that area. Does this, oh, I saw that too. Does this energy feel familiar to you? Or is it a very different type of energy than what you're um, familiar with? Sarah, I've closed the link for tonight, but I should be going live on Saturday again. A little bit different. Cheryl, are you familiar with the steward who keeps track of the sanctuary, the dragon sanctuary? Are you familiar with who that is without naming names? Um, okay. It's a female energy that you have worked with before, but they've gone through some things. She's gone through some things in particular. And she's basically leveled up in ability, um, tactical abilities, war type stuff. Okay. Um, does the energy feel familiar to her? Yeah. Does the energy feel familiar to her, but not quite? It's almost like a dark, like a shadow aspect of her, from what I can see. As soon as she detected an attempt to scan, she did get very aggressive with her katana. I'll break that shit on your ass. Not you, Cheryl. Yeah. She pulled out a fucking katana. Whatcha? I was like, simmer down. We can go with this if you want. Simmer down. Yeah. But I approached you completely cloaked, so you know. But that I find that a little bit odd because she would know my energy even when fully cloaked. Let me just try something really quick. How do you feel, Cheryl? Brown Mary, keep on rolling. Brown Mary, keep on rolling. Rolling on the river. It was a mimic. Very good mimic. Very good mimic. Only problem is she doesn't use katanas. She uses something else. And even fully cloaked, I know for a fact she would know my energy and she would never, ever posture like that. Ever. So I'm just scanning the rest of your field to make sure there was nothing left behind. You might feel a vibration inside of you. All right. There's nothing left behind. How does the back of your head feel? Yeah, it was a very good mimic. Very, very good mimic. It's I think what your higher self is wanting you to know at this point is the mimics have the ability to come as though the previous version of that individual they're mimicking has been shifted in some way, like some sort of growth. So it's almost like you know this energy, but you don't quite know this energy. It's somehow a little bit different. So definitely. Okay, good, good. Let me, your field is completely clear. Your field is completely clear. I think something was trying, definitely trying, of all the beings to mimic. That's an interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know. Oh, girlfriend. Yep. Girlfriend. Oh, what? Didn't these cards come out before? This is crazy. And these are falling out on their own. Okay. So, Cheryl, card number 24, Mermaid's Love. So, again, well, not again. I didn't talk about this before. Mermaids have a way, they're often referred to as sirens as well. They have a way of lulling your senses, of getting you to not pay attention to the gravity of what they're going to attempt to do. And that's what was going on in your field. But you picked up on it. You weren't quite sure what to make of it, but you definitely picked up on it. And that's why you were asking. So you're not to take this as you've somehow created a space of liability within you, or you weren't paying attention, or you weren't doing the energy work that you needed to do. It's not that at all. They're trying new things. So this is definitely something very, very new. And it's something that you might not be able to make sense of, you know, and that's okay, because as you experience things, your ability to discern becomes further developed. And that's all this is. You're being further developed, further refined. So card number 15, Elixir of Life, it's time for you to just really, really allow yourself to sit and soak in your essence, okay? I'm not too sure what that means. There's like references to messages that came from your last clairvoyant session, but I don't remember the details. I'm just being told there's a lot of mirroring going on, where you're needing to really just accept yourself as you are and understand, accept, embrace the gravity of who and what you are. Okay. I'm hoping you remember whatever it was that was talked about when messages were coming in for the last time we spoke. I can't remember it. The fuck? Okay, girl. I've never seen these things. Honestly, it's kind of just, Michael, now is not the time for you to start talking to me. I really don't want to hear you, because you just don't talk to me right now, please. So there's details in this card that I had never noticed before. First is the lion in her hair. There's a message of the lion, the king of your internal jungle, is very much intertwined with your personal power. Their power is made of your power. It's one and the same. So right there, it's a lion's face that I'd never noticed before. Never noticed before. And what struck me as even more odd, I was given the message that you wear your survival around your neck. I don't know what that means, but that was exactly what was said. She wears her survival around her neck. And it was, I believe, referring to you, unless it's referring to someone else. I think it was referring to you, because I heard specifically, she wears her survival around her neck. And that's what brought my attention to her necklace, which I don't know. That looks like the necklace portion is intertwined with a rabbit's ears. Okay, that looks like a rabbit pendant, the face, the head of a rabbit. So you got a lion and a rabbit. And then the next message that your higher self wants you to know. Oh, there was one more for this card. Notice how she's holding her hands. Okay, notice how she's holding her hands. It's like you're holding yourself back. Instead of allowing yourself to receive, because the left hand is for receiving, right? The left palm chakra is to receive. The right hand is forcibly pulling it back, like, no, we're not going to allow it. So, just see how that fits in with your journey thus far, what you know about your journey. I'm pretty sure you understand what this is getting at. Card number 17, Miss Sunshine. Again, don't be so focused on how things present, which I don't think you are. I think the whole don't be so focused with how things present is how your conscious mind interprets, like the knee-jerk reaction, the knee-jerk interpretation of what's going on. Instead, focus on recalibrating your gravity so that everything can be turned back to the right space. What exactly does that have to do with? So your higher self says she'll know. Okay. So apparently you'll know. You'll know what that means. Okay. I hope that helps you, Cheryl. I hope that gives you further clarity. What is this? Oh, okay. I hope that gives you further clarity. So thank you for your expedite. All right, let's mark this as well. Let it wash over me. Teresa's a fall. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. that's no. I'm sorry, Teresa, if you're here. Melissa, Miss Melissa. Okay. Okay. Miss Melissa. Hey, Kathy. Oh, awesome, Cheryl. I'm glad you know because it didn't make no sense to me. I was like, what's that mean? All right. So, wait, what was I? Girl. I totally knew what I was supposed to do, but then I totally forgot. Okay. And, okay. That's what I was thinking. All right. So let's get you some cards. All right. Miss Melissa. Hello, M. Richardson. Hello. All right, Miss Melissa. Oh, cards. Let's put them all back. Put them all back. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Have you been having disharmonic thoughts? Hmm. All right. So here goes. Card number 5, Bloom. You're in the process of really developing your personal power. As you do that, there is a part of you that wants to be able to organize, categorize, compartmentalize certain things. And really, all you're doing is bending and twisting yourself out of shape to do that. Your power is your power, no matter how you present it. Now, I look at this and I see blossoms in her ears, and it's like the message that I get is how would I put this? It's like there's interference going on. Interference. I don't necessarily feel like something's in your field, but something outside of your field continues to create a lot of chatter. And that chatter might be slightly challenging for you to differentiate between your organic thoughts and sort of like inception. Because I see this, and then the next card is card number 8, Red Garden. Were you inside the house? Is there snow where you're at? because I'll explain that to you at some point. Hold on. There's no snow. Oh, mute that. So you were in the house and there's no snow around you. So what I'm getting is that you're trying your best to grow as organized and as logical as possible, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does bend you out of shape. Okay. It gets you all knotted up inside if you try and grow in a way that, you expect yourself to grow. And then the next card was this card number 8, Red Garden. It's like your growth, your petals is trying to get your attention while there's something that appears to be coming maybe from the heart space, like chatter. And that, oh, whoa, shit, that's the right ear. Okay, what the fuck? Don't freak me out. Don't freak me out. So, yeah, there's a parrot in your right ear. And when you listen to that parrot, it's like you begin to wilt. Internally, it wilts you in some way. I don't know if it's like negative conversation, negative interaction, or if the wilting comes from a sense of being overwhelmed, overloaded. So your next card is card number 14, the Art of Seduction. So with the Art of Seduction, I mean, something's whispering in your right ear. It's like, oh no, left ear. Gosh. This is so weird. Something's whispering in your left ear. That's the left ear. But when it shows as the right. I'm all confused. And I think that's kind of what's going on. It's like this sense of something is trying to confuse you. And then I just suddenly noticed there are nooses, one on the left and one on the right shoulder. One on the left and one on the right. And then she has a choker on. I've never noticed that before. She has a choker. I'm wondering if the way to process this, to allow the pearls of wisdom to resonate, is by talking about it. But what caught me the most is that her hair, whoever this is that's distracting you, it's fucking Lilith. Sorry for that. That realization came out of nowhere. It's fucking Lilith. Black dragons in the background behind your right arm. Okay, this is fuckery. It's fuckery. There's fuckery going on. I don't like it one bit. I don't like this one bit. So here it is, okay? I'm like, what is that? Is that a braid? But that kind of looks like, I don't know, like a robotic dinosaur spine or something coming down right here. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, it looks kind of like a robotic dinosaur spine, right? Is it caca? It's cacaing on you. I don't think that's caca. I'm just messing around. It might be. I don't know. But here's the thing. I was like, as soon as this card came out, it looked like black serpents in her hair. And over here looks like a bunch of dark dragons doing some shady ass shit. I can't tell what they're doing, but it looks like a mess of dragon parts. And then I also got a secondary message that maybe that's why you're trying to organize all of your personal power to be able to differentiate between your actual strands and all of this like distraction and fuckery all around you, all around your head. So it's almost like someone is trying to plant seeds of weeds in your hair. There's another message to this. I don't know what it is. Oh, there was another card that came out. That's what the other message is. It's right beside the other cards. Card number 40. Oh, sunny day. There is richness in the decay. All right. It might be the something in your bed. Because, girl, card number 14, the art of seduction. You know? So again, your hair is very much stylized. Your personal power is very much stylized. 3 ladybugs. Find the meaning of ladybugs. So there's 1, 2, and 3. 3 ladybugs. And you're there basically shielding yourself from the light of your own truth. You're under that umbrella. So richness in the decay. As the parts of you that I guess that you've outgrown begin to decay, there probably will be something that tries to derail your progress, tries to cause that decay to be seen as something toxic or something like you're not progressing the way you should be. And you know how parasitic things trying to mess with your perception of yourself, you know how they function. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that begins. Just be aware that those parts of you that you've outgrown, they need to be allowed to rot, decompose, and become fertile soil for your new growth. Okay, new seeds are being planted by your higher self. That's what I'm being told. And so the decay needs to occur. It's kind of like compost. You're going through a spiritual composting. The scraps of former versions of you, former meals that you're no longer wanting or needing. Those are all kind of being piled together and being allowed to decay. So if you're struggling through certain types of thoughts, getting frustrated with your process, just know that's a part of it. All right. Let me go ahead and scan you. Wait, that's what you got, a scan too. Have you been feeling something on your left shoulder? Is that the left shoulder? That's the left shoulder. Oh wait, all of these pictures are on the left. The left shoulder. Yes, the left. I saw what looked almost like a red parrot. I don't know what it means. And it's not, it looks almost see-through, like it's an energetic, maybe like a projection of something. Oh. So there's a projection of your fear of inability to survive. That sounds really dramatic. It ties into survival fears, like basic survival fears. They're not necessarily something that's totally preoccupying you, but they are there. And it's almost like as a parrot can mimic human language, it's almost like your fears are trying to communicate to you certain things that are needing your attention now, because you're so good at the whole survival thing already. It's like there's a part of you that's very efficient, and when certain insecurities or fears come up, you're like, no, this is how we're going to solve it. This is the solution. This is what we're going to do. All right, shelve that. We'll take care of that when it needs to be taken care of. Let's move forward. But It's this sense that it might be a little bit too efficient, that you're needing to kind of allow yourself to percolate a little bit, percolate and marinate in some of those thoughts and really analyze, what is this really trying to tell me? Because you already know you can survive anything. You already know that. You know that for a fact. You've always survived everything. And that sounds dramatic too, like hella bad shit has happened to you or something. No, that's not what I mean. It I mean, whatever challenges you face, no matter how big or how small, you have successfully addressed them, found solutions, implemented the solution. So you know how to fix anything that you struggle with, you know? So it's not about helping you to realize that you can fix things. It's about giving yourself permission to kind of just really sit there for a second or two and not dissect, but just observe. Okay, because you're really good at dissecting things as well. This is not about feeding into overthinking. This is about allowing yourself to think, just allowing the thinking process. All right. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, or does this just sound like cyclical? Is it contradictory? I don't know, girl. I hope it made sense to you. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Melissa. Asia Bivens. Ugh, yeah, no, seriously. It's like wanting to sleep but not being able to, and just laying there and like, but I'm tired. That's what happened to me last night. I was so tired. Hey, girlfriend. Asia, are you here? Asia Bivens? Oh, Ayani Lucky. Ayani, are you here? Ayani. Bring me alive. Hear the sound of dying. Whoa. All right, maybe Ayani needs time to come back. Let's come back to Ayani. Elizabeth Nichols. Elizabeth, are you here? Oh, Emmie, no. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hello, Tanisha. Elizabeth Nichols, are you here? I am doing readings. I closed the link already, though. I'll be live again on Saturday. Hey, Kelly. Okay. Let's do this. All right, Kelly. Breathe very deep and very slow. Okay. Here goes. Let me just get a sound. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And I saw your reflection in a... All right, oops. Okay. Breathe very deep and very slow. Breathe You might feel pulsating in your forehead, okay? You might feel mildly uncomfortable for a second. You might feel the sensation of stretching inside your cranial space. It might feel like your head is being gently filled. You might feel sensation of rising. You might get mildly dizzy, like mild motion sickness. Just breathe. All right, how do you feel? You're too funny, Mandy. Breathe if you feel nauseous, okay? Breathe very deep and very slow. I'm sending sedation to your field. Just breathe. Okay. Stay seated. I'm still watching the coding integrate with your template. So just keep breathing. All right. You might feel a little bit of fluttering in your high heart area, slightly to the left of center. All right. Okay. Um, Julie, if you purchased a private session scan, that's done privately. Someone on my team will message you and set up a schedule. But if you purchased an expedited request, so long as I have expedited requests, I will continue to stay live. I close the link at a certain point to make sure that everyone who purchases an expedited request will be taking care of that same live stream. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so Kelly, keep breathing very deep and very slow, okay? You might continue to have a little bit of dizziness for a little bit longer, like a couple more minutes. All right. Ayani Lucky, are you here? You're welcome, Julie. Ayani Lucky. You're welcome, Kelly. Ayani Lucky. All right, let's move forward. Maybe she has a little bit of a lag. Let's see. Tania. Tania Cornwell, are you here? Tania, are you here? See you for the Blu-ray workshop, Mandy. All right, Tanya's here. So Tanya, did you want me to read something, or did you have a question that you wanted me to pull cards for, or do you just want to allow your higher self to kind of guide where that goes? I think maybe she has a lag too. Higher self, okay. Let's see. Oops. Have you been feeling a little bit off? Totally not like yourself, like a density, like a heaviness, like almost like a darkness? I can't do this. I can't do your expedites right now. You need a high level type of extraction. It's back. It's back. Is your throat okay? So it's 2M level. It's not actually 2M, but it is 2M level of breach. So you need a 2M extraction, but it's not actually 2M. Okay, so that's a saving grace. But I'll pull your cards and I'll finish scanning you. Card number 3, Sleeping Beauty's Dream. It's really messing with your thought process, and with that, the thoughts that it's like so erratic, and it like really tries to just attack you to your core through thought inception. And it's causing you to retreat further and further into your own internal like fortress. Okay. It's important you don't allow yourself to shut down. It's very, very important you do not allow yourself to shut down. Have you allowed someone else to do energy work on you recently? Well, not recently, but have you allowed someone to do energy work on you or access your energy since you and I had a session? So it's attempting to get you to shield yourself from your own sunlight, from your own truth. I mean, you know what you need to do. You know, you know quite a bit actually, and it's trying to just create so much chaos within your mind that it's hard for you to really see with clarity what's being done to you again. You've been doing kokoro, okay. This thing is wicked. This thing is ridiculously wicked. It keeps trying to insinuate, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't feel like I believe this. Um, but I will tell you so you're aware of what it's trying to do. Um, Whoever your friend is that um, told you about me, it's trying to say that it came from her. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. But that's what it's trying to insinuate. Um, it's almost like a hint of a whisper of just follow the strings. And it's like trying to lead the string back to her. It doesn't feel organic, it doesn't feel honest, and it doesn't feel accurate. Okay. So just be aware of that. There's an attempt to manipulate and sabotage that connection between you and and your friend. Okay. So um I don't like this thing at all. It's just wicked. Like full on wicked. Wicked. So if you see this card, it looks like a castle, right? Within your mind. It's trying to tell me my home is my castle. It's trying to say that it's not leaving your mind. It's going to continue to breach um, and enter your thoughts. You have to begin shifting the way you perceive things, the way you process, the way you filter. Um, it's not that you're calling it to you, it's that it knows exactly how to mess with your thoughts in such a way that will drop your frequency momentarily and then it gets back in. Okay. Card number 51, to the moon and back. Mm, that's such a lie. It's trying to say that it's angelic, of angelic lineage, but look at that. It can't even look you straight in the face. It has to avert its vision. Look at the moon. The moon is like it's upside down. Okay? So moon energy has to do with things that are hidden, shadows. Look at all that shadow beneath. Okay? At the root of this, it's a very dark nefarious type of energy, type of being, and it's trying to pretend that it belongs with you, that, I really want to kick its ass. I'm not even gonna mince words. I really don't like it. You might start to feel warm. Okay, I'm binding it. This is a temporary binding. I want to put a muzzle on it. It just talks way too much. Mhm. Yeah, I know. I know it's trying to piss me off to lower my frequency. I'm aware. All right. So there's a lot of anchoring in the base of your skull, back of your neck. I don't know if you've been having discomfort in your left shoulder blade, but it looks as though it's dislocated the left wing at the base. Um, There's a lot of perforations that I'm seeing in your sacral, not sacral, sacrum. Um, it looks like your sacrum's been drilled into quite a bit. That would be like your low back area, just above your tailbone. The problem with all this drilling is it's not empty, like hollow spaces that are left where it's been drilled out. Um, all those drilled areas have been packed with densified dark energy. And this is not a good thing because it affects your kundalini, and the kundalini circulates. The kundalini is the fuel that your higher self uses for an ascension cycle. So when your kundalini activates and flares to fuel your rise, it taints the whole cycle and pulls it back in. This thing is so fucking smart. Think about it a little bit and see how it resonates, but I would recommend a 2M level parasitic extraction plus core correction. This is very intense. It seems like it's more intense than previous. So, so sorry this is happening to you. I did your Claire Tarot reading as well as your scan. I'm not able to do the third expedite. I don't do energy work if there's this type of latching because I will not give it my energy. It's not allowed to sample my energy or my code. If you do choose to have extraction, the 2M extraction done, I can perform that expedite at the same time as the extraction. Okay. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Tania. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I hope what I've shared with you gives you confirmation for any questions you may have had within yourself about whatever you're experiencing. Okay. Again, I'm really sorry you're going through this. Let's see. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Ayani, are you here? Ayani? All right. So, Chandi. Moon Chicklet, are you here? Oh. All right. So, okay, she's here. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I just cleared something that I don't know I should have cleared. All right. Let me just get a song. Oh, no, I'm doing a scan. Okay, let me mark it. Okay, let's take a look. A lot of crushing, pulverizing, like it almost looks like blunt force trauma, especially in the left middle back, up to like the middle of your left shoulder blade. I see it around the hips as well, chest area, abdominal area, quite a bit around the head. There's a heavy emphasis on the back of the left ear as well as the base, left of the base of your skull. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is not parasitic. This is a part of your deconstruction for the reconstruction. So there are aspects of you that have been, it's like it's been demolished and being cleared away. And this is to prepare for a reconstruction going on. This is like a quantum leap forward. Your higher self is presenting to me as though it's your elder self, like you, if you were maybe, I don't know, over 100 years old. You're so adorable, by the way. Okay. Um, your elder self says, my shoulders have carried so much weight. It's been so heavy that it's caused me to hunch over. It's affected the integrity of my spine, the very thing that keeps me held upright. Um, it's giving you a message of be careful of how guilt and obligation are utilized to keep a yoke on your shoulders and neck. I'm not sure if you know what a yoke is, but it's like a structure that's placed on a beast of burden, like a cow or a horse, and it usually goes around the shoulders and neck, and that's what they hook on the plow or whatever too, so they can pull heavy weights across the fields. Also, the low belly, you have a little bit of systemic inflammation. It's flared up a little bit. I don't necessarily feel like it's something you ate. I think this is more hormonal. Like you've been allowing yourself to get very invested in certain emotions, um, like getting triggered a little bit more than what you're accustomed or would like to be triggered to, and that's causing the release of cortisol. That's the stress hormone. Okay, so it's really about allowing yourself to still have your natural processes, natural feelings, knee jerk reactions, but also being able to um, take note of how much it's affecting you. So allow yourself to feel it, but not as deep and dark as you can sometimes allow it. Um, it's okay. So I'm being given an analogy. It's like when you're cutting vegetables. Okay. So if you want to create a piece of art, say you're a cucumber, you want to create a piece of art from your existence. You're not going to want to completely slice the cucumber in half, right? You want to be able to use a paring knife and make intentional score marks that will help to create a piece of art. If you've ever seen food art where they cut veggies and fruits in such a way where it becomes flowers and all kind of beautiful creations, it's just like that. So yes, there's a cutting involved, but the depth and the intention behind the cut, the placement of the cut, all of that, you have to become a food artist, is basically what your higher self is saying. You have to allow yourself to become food art, because you're not just a piece of art. Your life is not just art. It's also something that sustains your soul. It's a form of nourishment. Allowing yourself to experience these things is indeed a form of nourishment in a spiritual sense. So it's not that you have to make sure you don't experience these things, don't allow yourself to feel these things, yada, yada. No, it's about allowing yourself with intention to experience things with intention and really cultivate the end result. And it's not about controlling, because when you're doing food art, you have a general idea of what cuts to place where and the depth and all of that to create um, a general sense of what shape design you're trying to do. But in the end, it's always a unique thing because there's different textures to even 2 pieces of cucumber. You know what I mean? Varying levels of ripeness will affect the texture and the firmness of the cucumber. So it's just allowing yourself to be the artist that you are. Okay. And true art, it's not, you can't do it by numbers, like coloring by numbers. I mean, you can make that an artistic expression, but true art is something that kind of just comes from you. It comes out of your chest. It's something that's born of the love you have within yourself, love that you have for yourself, and love that you have for other people who are coming in and helping you to cultivate circumstance that further ripens you. Okay. So, your higher self says there's more destruction, internal destruction, that needs to take place, more deconstruction. But at the same time, it wants you to know this process will not be allowed to be prolonged unnecessarily. So you'll only be experiencing this for as long as it takes for you to finish what you need to finish with this process. It's not going to be unnecessarily long. Okay. I hope that helps. Hold on. Oops. I hope that helps. So let's see. Kira Hagler. You're welcome. Kira, are you here? I'm glad it helps. Sometimes I'm like, is what I'm saying even making sense? Half the time I have no idea. Hello, Bellanova. So do you want 2 separate crystals, or do you want this coding to be put into one item? And it can be like jewelry that you wear. It doesn't have to be diamonds, but if you wear some type of crystal jewelry, it could definitely be that as well. Mm-hmm. Separate. Okay. I'm just tapping into the crystals. All right, Kira, I want you to hold the items like this in your hands, like that. Okay. Oops. Breathe very deep and very slow. I'm going to program them both. Let me just make sure. Okay. Let's do this. So notice how your crystals feel in your hand right now. Just going to get a song. All right. You might feel tingling. You might start to feel as though you're being lifted up, okay? Breathe. I'm going to activate your A-OK. Breathe very deep and very slow. You might feel your hands pulsating. How do you feel? You could do it at the same time or one at a time. It doesn't matter. That's flooding your whole auric space. That's my energy, my presence. I'm very cold. How do your hands feel? Your hands and your chest. Do they feel okay? Okay. Do you feel any dizziness at all? Um, I'm going to send a little bit of sedation. You might feel like electrical pulses going through the fingers, almost like a twitch or like carpal tunnel. Okay, you feel a tinge on the left side of your chest. I just want to monitor your chest space for a second. How do you feel now?
Feels okay.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So in a few minutes, you might feel a little bit of like a sense of carpal tunnel type sensation down your forearms and your fingers. That should resolve fairly quickly. Can you put this in the fridge? That should resolve fairly quickly. It's just a lot of energy running through your hands, being further amplified first in your A-OK before it goes down your arms, out your hands, and towards the crystals. But your whole auric field is being inundated with this very high frequency. Okay, so the codes have been burned into those crystals. In addition to it being burned in, I did put a lock on it, so it'll only answer to you. It's not going to have the same effect for someone else. So even if you accidentally lose the crystals or someone takes it or whatever it is, it'll still only answer to you. It will still continue to assist you in your work. Okay, so thank you so much, Villanova. All right, so Jennifer Myers, you're welcome. All right, Jen is here. So, Jen, breathe very deep and very slow. Make sure you're seated, okay? Or laying, whichever you prefer. You might start to feel static electricity around you, okay? Just breathe. All right. How do you feel? All right. So you might begin to feel an elevated, like electrostatic sensation over the next couple of minutes. Okay. It might go more and more intense. Just stay seated or laying and just kind of allow the energy to flow through you. So with a Faraday cage, with a Blu-ray, Faraday is just like a Faraday cage. Faraday cage. If you're not familiar with what that looks like, um, let me just. Mhm. Let me see. I guess this would probably. It looks very similar to like a bird cage, like a big one, but the lines don't go down like that. Um, it's almost like an interwoven basket. I don't even know how to describe it because it goes through multiple dimensional layers. I don't know how I would describe it. But you're fully caged in. Okay. So the energy is going to continue to circulate through that whole cage system. And every time it circulates, it's going to amplify and amplify and expand and expand. So you might get a little bit dizzy, okay, over the next couple minutes. Make sure you stay seated or laying, whichever is most comfortable for you. All right. Thank you, Jen. Okay. Anna Martinez. Anna Martinez, are you here? You're welcome, Jen. Anna Martinez. Kira, are you still here? Bellanova, are you still here? Are you still on the live? If you are, do you feel okay? Do you feel okay? Are you suddenly dizzy? You feel good? Okay, good. There was a huge surge of energy. I suddenly felt it. Okay, as long as you feel good. Anna Martinez, are you here? I keep on falling. All right. I guess she's not here right now. Sandra Timson. Sandra, are you here? Okay, so just minor. Definitely comment if it's something that begins to feel intense or even mildly uncomfortable. Does it look uh, good night, Maria. All right. So, Sandra, are you here? Sandra. All right. So, what I'm going to do, let me just mark this. So, Sandra wanted reading about her job. 2 hours, 20 minutes. All right. So, just okay. Hi, Sandra. So I'm going to go ahead and do your reading for you. I see that you had a question about your job. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Oh, all these cards just popped out. Let me go ahead and see what all of this means. Oh. So you have the King of Pentacles, and it has to do with business, arrogance, and powerful. This seems like a person gosh, I don't know if you're working right now. I don't know if this is like an old boss or someone that's gonna. There is a male that is very like domineering, and it's really affecting your energy. It's like they're pulling energy from you, almost like an energetic vampire type of thing. Um, I'm almost wondering if this is like a partner, like a spouse. Um, that's kind of the sense that I'm getting. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe you're in business with your spouse, your partner. Um, hold on. Um, okay. So the sense that I kind of get is that this is someone that's more than just a work relationship, but it talks about a successful leader, person of character and intelligence, business acumen, reliable partner, wise investment, ability to acquire money and valuable possessions. But it seems like you guys are not seeing eye to eye. It's like a lot of conflict, a lot of tension. I'm not. I keep hearing the word partner, and it feels like it's not just a business thing. It's a lot of power struggles. Oh, you're not going to like me saying this. Um, the arrogance that this card talks about, I think it might. I think it might have to do with you. Gosh, I hope that doesn't offend you, but I have to be truthful. I don't necessarily feel like you're an arrogant person. I feel like whatever's been going on between you and this individual, it's almost like you feel the need to mirror their arrogance. But they don't quite seem arrogant either though. It's kind of like you guys just bring this out of each other. I hope this is like just a business partner, like someone you work with. It feels like someone above you, like a boss, maybe a shift manager or the manager altogether. Um, you also got two of wands. I don't get a good feeling about this. I don't know why. Hold on. Um, it's almost like they intentionally try and trigger you. So, mature individual, ruler, attainment of goals and needs, boldness, a dominant personality. I I look at this and I see it's like they hold something in front of you, like they're offering you something just to try and get you to comply, which I don't like that. What is that about? And it's almost like they have your power and your magic, and they've clamped you down, like they've really restricted you in some way. See, the meaning of the card says one thing that's more positive, but then I keep getting like a negative aspect from this individual coming forward, and it makes me kind of wonder if they're like a closet narcissist. And although there's like a romantic aspect to it, it doesn't feel like the romantic aspect is what's really being brought forward. It feels like it has to do with work. So now I'm kind of wondering, is this like maybe it's not a romantic interest, but it's like a manager who was attracted. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. But it's leading to a lot of tension. Um, let me see. Yeah. You got the tower in reverse, continued depression, living in a rut, entrapment in an unhappy situation. I was hoping that, because that's the energy that I was feeling. I was hoping that maybe it would give me a different definition. It's this feeling that you're stuck with this person, like you feel like you're stuck with this person. I'm asking your higher self if there's any messages it wants to bring forward, anything you need to be aware of to kind of help with this. I just get a sense of frustration, like your higher self is frustrated. And the sense that I get is your higher self's been trying to communicate something for some time now, and you haven't been listening. You haven't been actually hearing it. You've been so preoccupied and distracted by this individual. Gosh. Hey, Sandra. I was just finishing up your reading. Are you, are you aware that your higher self has been trying to communicate with you quite a bit? Are you aware of that? Jolena, I've already closed the link for tonight, but I will be back again on Saturday afternoon. I'll be doing expedites. Okay. Sandra, are you aware that your higher self's been trying to communicate with you? Sometimes the readings resonate with more than just one person. It might be your higher self trying to communicate with you too, Jen. All right. So I think Sandra has a major lag on her end. Sandra, just know that your higher self has really been trying to communicate with you. There's been a lot of attempts to distract and detract from your growth, from your ripening, your understanding of yourself. Just be mindful of that, and you're definitely on the path to growing. Okay. So let's see. Just mark that. Anna Martinez, are you here? Anna Martinez or Ayani? Anna Martinez or Ayani, are you guys here? So, okay. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and I'll just message them. So you guys, a quick reminder, if you didn't hear me during the start of the live, I believe tomorrow's Friday, right? I think so. I think it's Friday. Tomorrow is going to be the final day to be able to sign up for the Blu-ray Flame workshop. This has a certificate option. So the stuff that you learn during this intensive workshop can definitely be used for clients. So, if you would like to partake in that, if you haven't already signed up, simply go to my website, emmyevolving.com, look for the Blu-ray Flame workshop and sign up. You have until tomorrow. Sandra, your timestamp is 2 hours, 20 minutes. So 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, Sandra? All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Sorry I didn't get to go do expedites last Sunday, trying to make up for it today. But I will be live again Saturday. I usually start at 3 or 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be live doing expedites Saturday. The Blu-ray workshop is on Sunday. So I'm going to try and see if I'm not going to be all knocked out after that. It all depends on how that workshop goes. And I'll try and go live Sunday. But if I can't, I'll make up for it again next week. All right. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Bye, guys.